Assalamualaikum. Hilda's here. Hi guys, here I want to tell you, don't forget to follow this channel and subscribe Dan Mas Pamor channel. I bet this is the authentic Chris and juga share good information for Indonesian culture. Saya mau minta doa dan dukungannya untuk seluruh paguyuban dan penghobi pusaka di Nusantara, khususnya paguyuban Aji Rasa, untuk voting saya. Dan kebetulan saya been nominated, ada di nominasi, masuk nominasi warriors in the world, like Petarung Dunia, Wanita, ya. Dan alhamdulillah untuk I get an achievement for that. Saya minta dukungannya untuk orang-orang Indonesia, khususnya di Tosan Aji paguyuban ini, di paguyuban Aji Rasa ya. Minta dukungannya, kita sama-sama preserve Indonesia art and culture untuk ini, untuk semua pusaka. Kita bisa achieve to international, biar kita bisa dikenal sebagai, memang di UNESCO kita udah di ini ya, di hak patenkan juga sebagai warga negara Indonesia. Kita ikut berkontribusi untuk tetap melestarikan budaya dan budaya leluhur dan juga pusakanya. Terima kasih banyak.
Untuk votingnya gimana Teh?
Untuk votingnya nanti saya mau share linknya, karena kita mau mulai voting Februari tanggal 19. Nanti saya share linknya ke Akang, dan Akang bisa share ke komunitas biar bisa voting aku ya. Untuk
Indonesia, Petarung Wanita Nominasi Dunia cuman satu-satunya. Jangan lupa kalau ngerasa orang Indonesia, warga Indonesia, jangan lupa voting. Nanti kita share untuk linknya ya. Iya,
karena ini mendukung juga buat bela diri Indonesia, khususnya pencaksilat. Kita benar-benar lagi di atas awan nih pencaksilat, khususnya di Eropa, dan sekarang di Amerika. Saya mau coba biar bisa lebih menyebar lagi dan lebih dikenal lagi oleh dunia. The antiques, because it's been recognized by the government from the museum. So he's not make his own certificate, but the certificate is like the process. So that's why you can see like from here the details, the description of the antique, like how old the blade, and from where, from what the origin. And then from here you can see there is from the century 14, like the century 15, and so clear. So when I sell something, and I'm always like sharing you the information, because I want to give you guys the good thing, the real one, not just the fake one, because for the fake one you can get it easily for the quiz. So let's introduce. So here's the collector. If you have like a question about the Indonesian quiz, Indonesian antique, you can like ask him. Feel free to ask him, and he will like happy like to answer your question.
Tuban Pajajaran abad 16. Jadi usianya itu sekitar 500-600 tahun.
So for this blade, ini golok ya?
Yeah.
It's called it golok. So if you want to know like how old is the blade, is berapa tahun?
500 tahunan kurang lebih.
500 years. The 500 years are in the
Tuban Pajajaran.
From the Pajajaran Kingdom. And abad berapa?
Ini abad 16 ya. 16 itu tahun 1500-an.
1500.
Ya, atau sejajar dengan Cirebon awal atau Cirebon Sepuh.
So it doesn't come from the 16th century. So this blade is so old. It's like 500 years. And for you guys, for the collectors in US or in the world, you want to check the blade in the museum, in the local museum in your country, you can check it to make sure if like because I know like you guys have a question because why the collector selling the antiques, because not all of the antiques, they not sell all of the antiques, but he have some antiques, he have to take care of it, like he have to take care of it because it's from the generation. So there's some antique not for sale. So. Now for this one, there's a certificate. There's the golok from the century 16. Nah, ini namanya golok.
Itu salam nunggal.
Oh, nah ini salam nunggal ini maksudnya apa?
Itu dapur itu jenis-jenis golok kan kayak model ini kan masuknya suduk nih. Maaf, larbango. Ini larbango. Ada ricikannya atau dapurnya yang memang setiap ini beda penyebutan gitu. Nah ini masuknya larbango. Gitu.
Yeah, so if you are the keris collector, you have to know what the dapur is. The dapur like DHAPUR. So dapur is meant like the type of the
Jenis.
the type of the blade. So I wanna show you it closer for you. So this the material. It's made by the steel and the meteoric. It's so old but it's still good condition. 90% still good condition. And then for this one, the handle and the seat is like was made by the deer antlers, not the wood. It's for the deer antlers. Ini ininya bahannya
Materialnya itu meteor. Full meteor. Nah, ini yang disebut bahan pamor ya. Kalau di pusaka disebutnya pamor. Nah ini meteor. Yang hitam ini baja. Jadi disebut, makanya kalau pusaka itu ibu bumi, bopo angkoso, ibu bumi karena memang bahan materialnya dari bumi, yaitu baja, dari langit itu meteor.
So it's a nice, it's a great explanation when you say like there's apa tadi
Ibu bumi, bapak angkasa.
So the material it's called is like ibu bumi, bapak angkasa. It's mean like the mother from earth, the father from the sky. So it's mean it's a combination. The materials is a combination from the get from the earth, like steel, and the meteoric from the sky, like something like that, like from the planet or something like. That's nice because if I heard from her about the philosophy, it's really wow. For the Abel Williams, you can contact me, but you ask the cost, like which one. Just tell me which one the antiques do you want to see. Now this is the golok, so I will show you. Oh yeah, but it's very important though because many people like to buy the keris, but we have to be careful when we bought the keris and the people say like it is the old one, or like because they look the same. So that's why I wanna, because there's the expert now about the keris. I will ask him what the difference of the blade of the new keris and the antique keris.
Ini contoh keris yang baru ya. Ini bahannya bahan sepuh, secara material itu sepuh. Misalnya keris-keris yang patah-patah disatukan gitu, dilebur lagi. Nah dibuatlah model-model bisa apapun modelnya. Model itu yang tadi disebut dapur ya Teh ya. Cuman di sini kan kelihatan dari sisi tempat empu zaman dahulu dengan sekarang itu jelas akan berbeda. Biarpun kalau ini kan masih jujur lah ya, masih jujur, belum diproses secara kimiawi gitu. Nah nanti kalau misal sudah diproses dari sisi kimiawi itu, nah model ini nih, ini menyerupai tangguh Mojopaitan, pamor ceprit, tapi sisi tempatnya baru gitu. Nah pertama yang dilihat itu dari garap tentunya ya, istilahnya kalau di kita itu ada yang namanya ilmu metalurgi. Metalurgi itu pertama dari jenis besi, yang kedua dari sisi garap tempatnya jelas akan beda. Nah dari sisi esoterik pun keris baru dengan lama jelas beda, karena kalau zaman dulu itu memakai pakem spiritual dalam arti suatu permohonan gitu, suatu permohonan. Kalau sekarang kan sebatas seni. Nah seni ini kan karena eranya sudah berlangsung gitu, udah berjalan. Kalau dulu ini solusi karena dapur-dapur ini mempunyai makna dan tujuan gitu.
Ini yang baru nih.
Ini baru
Sama baru. Yang lama yang mana dia bisa disandingin. Nah So that's interesting. You know, it's very interesting. I get a new the like great information, awesome information. Now this is the new keris. Even it looks old. It looks like the old keris. It looks like the ancient keris, but it's actually there's a new one. So it is made by process, like a forging process. So the empu or the keris maker make this blade. So the material get from the pieces of the keris blade, the keris keris blade. So they make it like this with the chemical process, and you can see from the design here. And the sign here, and then from the pattern, and from the pattern you can see the pattern here. So it is new. Even like for the people who doesn't know, for the not collector, I think it's hard to difference, like how to difference the old one and the new one. But yeah, I show you here. This is the new one. Look. And with the old one, now you can see this is the old one is so clear, so different.
Gradasi natural.
Yeah, look, this is like looks natural, not like by the forging process. It's like like the material, not
tempatnya beda.
And like you said that if you see from the shape, are different, it's completely different. Ini bahannya dari apa?
Itu sama. Semua bahan pusaka itu baja dan meteor.
So he said like all of the antiques, so the material for all of the antiques, the real antiques is from the meteoric. So you can see here.
Dan ini termasuknya limited edition gitu.
Now for this one, the collector say because it's so rare, it's only one, it's a limited edition. But enggak dijual ya.
Untuk saat ini belum.
But unfortunately, he said it's not for sale. For this one, it's not for sale.
Just for collection.
Just for collection.
Jadi dulunya sejarahnya ini yang disebut garap dalam. Garap dalam itu dulunya peruntukannya untuk pembesar di salah satu lingkup kerajaan, entah itu raja, anak raja atau keluarga raja. Nah, empu yang membakti kepada kerajaan. Jadi disebutnya ada istilah garap dalam, garap luar. Kalau garap luar itu empu-empu yang memang di luar kerajaan. Gitu. Ya, ibaratnya.
Ini tahun?
Itu kalau secara ini masuknya Mataram Madiun abad 18-an atau tahun 1700-an.
It is on the 1700 like 1700 for about 400 years in century 18. So the history of this keris. So the keris is designed for the king of the kingdom. So the empu, the keris, it's called the
garap dalam dan garap luar.
Oh, this is like a garap dalam. So garap dalam is the empu who reign in the kingdom for the king who always like make the keris. So in the past, it's like a different like now to make a keris. Now it's only for like art, like for the collection. But before, the people to make a keris is like a solution, like the collector say. When the king or like the power or the people who have the power in the past, they make a keris. It's as a solution, as a dua, not just like like right now just make it. So it's just like the hopping symbol, like symbol for if you have something, you want something, like hopping something, like you can make it by the keris. And the keris, the shape, it will like depends. It depends on like what you want, like you hopping. So it's really interesting.
Ini disebutnya dapur Tilamuti. Jadi sebuah harapan agar rumah tangga yang misalnya keturunan berikutnya itu diberikan ketentraman, adem, ayem, tentrem gitu. Nah ini dipesan ke empu jauh sebelum anak atau cucunya ini menikah.
For this one, it's interesting. The history of this. Ini berapa tahun?
Ini era Kuban ya.
It's
Kuban Majapahit abad 14.
It is from the Majapahit
700
era.
tahun.
It is from the Majapahit era. It's so old because it's a century like 14 ya.
Abad 14.
Yeah, from the 14th century. So it's about 700 years.
Empu Suratman.
From by Empu Suratman. So Empu Suratman, Empu is the it's called for the keris maker. So this one, why the pattern is like this, and then the Empu make this blade. This is for the queen who are like hoping, who want to get the good generation, who want to bring the children, the grandchildren, the generation to the good future, and then so we can like peaceful, like healthy. So that's why you can see the pattern like this. It's like the family tree.
Itu pamornya ketip teh, dan memang satu-satunya empu yang membuat pamor seperti ini Empu Suratman. Jadi ketip ini mata uang. Mata uang. Ya, mata uang. Jadi simbol harapan. Makanya ini banyak dipegang para pembesar di daerah Kalongan itu juragan batik. Jadi dengan sebuah harapan mata uang lah tentang keduniawian gitu. Jadi ada simbolnya di situ. Jadi rumah tangganya tentram, adem, tapi secara sisi ekonomi pun lancar gitu. Jadi bisa dibaca maksud tukar.
Apakah ini untuk pembeli juga bakal seperti itu juga? Calon pembeli.
Jadi kan ada istilah pusaka ini memilih jodohnya. Nah, siapa yang bisa ini pusaka? Orang yang bisa menjiwai filosofi empu, dia yang akan nyatu dengan Yoni. Kenapa lurus? Karena ini ciri kemanunggalan. Kalau istilah kita manunggaling kalau gusti, orangnya harus benar-benar kepada sang hyang gitu, jangan menyimpang kalau mau sukses kan gitu.
Because I asked the collector, because there's many people like ask me like there's a mistake for the cruise. So there's no any. Of course there's a mistake, but I want to explain to you, like for the cruise, like for sale, for the. So it depends. So the cruise, the spirit on this cruise, I think by Empu or like by the people in the past, so they will choose like who is gonna be like the right owner for them. So we as as a buyer just want to buy it, but you wouldn't get the not benefit, but the power from this blade. It depends on the blade, or it depends on the spirit in the blade. Do they want to to be the one with us, or do they want to be support us, to give us the goodness for our life? But we don't know. That's why it's only you will to be the one of the spirit in the blade here, if you be a good person. So it's back to the nature as a human being, like you are be a good person, and it's not only because we are Muslim and I believe all of the religion are good. It's not because the religion, but because of of yourself. Oh yeah, so I forgot as the Sudanese, we are the Sudanese because we have the icon, the weapons icon, the kujang ya. For my customers who used to buy the kujang, because the kujang is our weapon, our icon. Because the kujang from Pajajaran, the kujang is the original weapons by Pajajaran kingdom. This is the original kujang. It's completely different than the kujang that I sold to you guys. From the shape, from the pattern, from the type, so. Nah, see, this is the original kujang by the Pajajaran kingdom. It is the 14th century.
Ini abad 12, jadi usianya kurang lebih 900.000 tahun.
This is the older one. It's in the 12th century, so about
900 tahun.
It's about 900 or 1,000 years ago.
Abad 12.
You can see the still good condition, This is original kujang. And if you still have a doubt about the antique, you can like check the blade if you buy it. As a guarantee ya, Kang. Kalau nggak asli bisa di.
Oh bisa.
Ya.
Bisa.
Guarantee. Like he said,
Original.
this is the original antique, and it's so clear with the certificate what where like what the kingdom, what the century. And then this is for the description, all of the description. This is was recognized by the Indonesian government. It's like it's already like in the process for the test, for the blade, for everything.
Di museum, itu katalog.
Nah, this is the catalog ya.
Katalog museum.
This is from the museum. Lubang dari sini tuh menunjukkan untuk
ada strata gitu, kayak model ini peruntukannya untuk guru atau bini sepuh, ada untuk tingkat peninggalan, untuk raja. Itu biasanya kujang 9, cuman langka.
abad.
Itu 15-an, abad 15.
Nah, it is from the 15th century.
Cirebon.
From the Cirebon, West Java. Cirebon, Jawa Barat ya?
Jawa Barat.
Yeah, from the West Java, Cirebon, West Java. This is the original from the Pajajaran Kingdom.
Jadi filosofi geni itu sebuah kobaran semangat, bukan yang aneh-aneh.
So the philosophy of this blade is called the geni. So the geni is philosophy of geni is like to give you the spirit for your life. You know, to be like excited, to be like, you know, like spiritual, like it will give you an power, the inner power, you know, to make you be like strong as a human, you know, not strong for the fighting, but to be like strong like as a human, you know, like how you to face the life, you know, like yeah, something like that. It is the kujang. So ada yang nanya, so I got a question from Boy Richie. Do you have parang?
Parang itu kudi ya, kudi. Nah, ini,
yeah, so Boy he will show you the parang that you asked.
ini disebutnya kalau di ini cuman masuknya bukan, jadi parang itu ada parang pekakas, ada parang pusaka atau yang disebutnya kudi. Ini era Singosari abad 11.
So Boy, so the collector said the parang have a different type of the parang. The parang as a tool, you know, like a parang for the apa sih untuk panakas? Yeah. So the parang as a tool, like you know, to take out the roots, you know, for the like cut of the tree. But the parang, the antique parang and the parang as a tool. This is the antique parang. It's so heavy. Ini bahannya dari apa ya?
Ya?
Kayak batu.
Kayak batu, itu bilangnya udah membatu. Era Singosari itu abad 11 teh, 1000 tahunan.
So it's already like chance to be a stone though, like because it's so old. That's why it's quite heavy.
Nah, ini sama. Ini yang disebut kudi bagong.
Yeah. Oh, it's called a kudi.
Banyak macamnya.
And it's very type of the parang. But for this one is quite heavy.
Tapi masuknya pusaka.
But it's the antiques, not the parang for as a tools, like as a weapons.
Ada yang seperti itu.
This one. So you can see like I will estimate it. So give me material.
Era Singosari abad 11 ya 1000 tahun ya.
This is the 11th century. It's about 1,000 years. Ini penggunaan
Macam pisau raut. Kalau dulu itu dihitungnya kalau di kerajaan itu penasehat untuk nulis di daun lontar. Terus kayak masjid Tanal itu kan Sunan Kalijaga itu ngebuatnya pakai panggot.
pakai ini.
Iya, pakai panggot. Nah, memang secara penggunaan ada fungsinya, tapi lebih sisi spiritualnya juga ada panggot. Karena ini jenisnya pusaka.
This is the antiques. It's called the panggot. Tahun?
Itu ada Cirebon abad 18.
It's the 18th century. So in the past, the people use this blade like for the carving the wood and carving something. And if they want like write something with this, it's like a pen.
Bahkan kalau dunia pusaka ada juga yang menyebutkan bahwa panggol tudi itu kategori pusaka tudi yang secara energi itu untuk meredam pusaka-pusaka yang sifat energinya panas.
Oh ini?
Ya.
Oh.
Tudi, terus yang tadi tudi Singosari itu yang kayak.
So for this one, it is like the good. The shape or the blade is used to make a neutral for the bad aura, the bad the bad spirit on the blade. Even it looks small, but it's very useful.
Sama seperti itu. Jadi kategorinya tinggi.
Sorry, the category on the antique is like tindi. So tindi itu apa?
Tindi itu untuk menetralisir aura yang sifat karakternya panas, karena kan ada energi-energi untuk proteksi itu kan panas ya, jadi ini untuk penetralisir.
This is for the neutralization of the bad aura on the blade, in the blade. This one for the small one. And this one, I like this one. This is called gelar bango. Lar bango. Itu lar bango artinya apa?
Lar bango itu jadi filosofinya itu kan agak kalau lar bango itu agak jenuh kayak seperti burung bango. Jadi termasuknya salah satu golok sabet ya.
Sabet
ya, itu lar bango.
Ini cerita historinya?
Historinya ya untuk sebetulnya kalau zaman dulu untuk sebuah proteksi atau untuk perang aja.
Untuk perang. Ini dari kerajaan?
Itu masuknya Mataram.
Oh, this is from the Mataram Kingdom. Yeah, so for the more details, for those of you who ask me how much it costs, you can message me privately. Because it's not good, talk about the price and the life. But if you want to discuss more details with me or do a video call with me, you can do a video call privately, and you can choose what the weapons you want. And the guarantee, the characters say, it is a guarantee. The money back if there's no original, there's no original.
Percent guarantee.
The 100% guarantee, is that like that? 100%.
Spesial.
Spesialnya kenapa?
Dapur Sepang itu untuk sebuah keseimbangan. Cuman banyak orang yang mengidentikan itu supaya punya 1, 2, 3. Sebetulnya bukan seperti itu teh. Jadi kita punya anak buah ini supaya adem aja. Gitu. Itu spesial filosofinya tuh di situ dan unik. Unik.
He said this is the special one. It's different from the philosophy, from the history. This is for sale.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for sale. This is a special one from the 15th century by the Mataram Kingdom. This is a special one for the philosophy and the history. You guys can ask me by messengers. Yeah, so I'm not talking too long on the Facebook Live.
Keris Sepang.
Kenapa disebut keris Sepang?
Keris Sepang ini kan mempunyai ciri dapur kiri kanan itu maknanya sebuah keseimbangan gitu. Nanti kalau ngebahas di sini nggak enak juga.
Nah, this one, why it's called the keris Sepang? Sepang is you can see from the edge. It looks like the balancing, the balance. So this history or the philosophy is quite funny, but like he said, it's not good if talk in public for the history for this, what the sake for. And this one is the rare one. And dari pamornya juga ini bentuknya bagus ya?
Bagus dan memang kategorinya itu garap dalam langka.
So for this pattern, it is so rare because it's from the garap dalam. So garap dalam is not just like the regular ampu keris or the
professional ampu.
This is for the professional makers. It's different. different category, different level.
Jadi pengakuan buku zaman dulu itu teh bukan langsung punya gitu aja, yang secara spiritual matang dan secara tempat juga sudah diakui sama pihak kerajaan, itu baru bisa disebut kalau zaman dulu.
So to be the professional empu or to be the professional keris maker is not easy though. In the past, because you have to pass some process, the procedure, and have to make sure that the empu must be pass the spiritual things, good in the spiritual, good in the how when they do the process. The forging process for this this is the history in the past, no? The keris maker, the new one now, I sell before, the weapon are different, so it's so different.
Kalau di bawah empu itu kan pandai, semua empu pasti gampang untuk menjadi pandai, tapi tidak semua pandai itu bisa jadi empu gitu.
Yeah, so empu is it's a keris maker and weapons maker. Even they look like a weapons, the keris is weapons, but the keris weapon is like a specialist, because to be empu, it's hard, but from to be the weapons maker, it would be easy. Even when you can learn, you can study how to make a blade, but to be an empu, it's really past a long process as the physically, mentally, it's not just as a physically, but your inner power as well, and it sounds like even Pencaksilat, when we do a physical training, but actually the important thing, how you to be a good one, not as the technique, not as because you are the master, no, the good one is as the personality, something like that thing. That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, guys, I won't be long because it's gonna be rain. It's take me 2 hours by my lovely Scoopy, and I'm so grateful because the collector is so kind, so baik. So we call baik is good and nice, being nice. Yeah, because what I know, is a krambit a traditional weapon? So the krambit is traditional weapons. Because before, dulu krambit ada di zaman dulu.
Ada. Itu disebutnya taji ayam. Taji ayam, cuman keluar. Kemarin saya dapat yang unik ya, tapi bukan kategorinya krambit. Ini jimatan. Krambit udah sold out belum lama.
Oh, the traditional, yeah. So is the krambit traditional? Yes, the krambit is traditional weapons by Minangkabau. The krambitnya yang dipakai di
Minangkabau ada, semua era kerajaan ada, cuma disebutnya taji ayam kalau zaman dulu.
So before, in the past, it's not the krambits. Depends on the region. But in the past, in the kingdom era, long time ago, they call the taji ayam, not krambit. But the krambit or krambiak, that's from the Minangkabau. From Minangkabau. That they use before the krambit become the popular as the silat weapons. They use the krambit for check out the roof, the roots or the grass, the grass, and as the tools. But since the krambit is popular because it can use for the silat. So I think the most people know the krambit is designed for silat, but no, it's not designed for silat before. That's as a tools, to take out the roots, and take out the grass. So that's it for the krambit. Okay, guys, thank you very much. And for more information, more photo, more description, the history, and of the antiques, I will share with you guys on the messenger. Just okay, no worries. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So, guys, if you have more questions, please message me privately about more details, more information about the Indonesian culture. I'm so happy because you know what? There's a lot of the false things in the world, not only in my country but around the world. There's always made up the false things. But I'm here in the Sudah here, not only talking about the silat, not only talking about my Sudah family or my silat system, my family silat system, but I'm here to introduce you the interesting, the inaccurate information. I think I'm gonna switch my job to be the reporter, you know, because I'm not like I'm always like share the information. And hopefully you guys understand clearly about what the different, the new careers and the real antics. Hopefully, but if you still have any question, just message me, and I will be happy. The friendship contest it's gonna be the last question. Oh, thank you very much, partner. Thank you very much. Still contest. Yeah. So here I wanna talk about the thing that's like a bit not viral, because since I've been nominated by the what is that, like the Ultimate Warriors Hall of Fame, because I have no idea what is that, and I don't know who is that. But when I figure out and find out, I know from my friends, from my partner, and it's made me like, wow, so this guy, like, you know, has a good achievements, like, you know, they contribute on the martial art world, you know, like really, you know, they are, it's not just like the famous one, because like, the other day I talked with the Mr. Ron Van Cliff, and I asked him, like, sir, like, how you feel to be a famous person? But you know what, he told me that I'm not a famous, I'm a human being, sounds like you. For me, that's like, oh my god, you know, even he's a well-known as the martial artist, as an actor in a movie, the US movie, but he's so humble, friendly, and now I have the project with him. Hopefully I can make a good thing for you guys in martial arts, and hopefully my contribution in martial arts, not only for my family but for the martial artists in the world, it will be like we can get a benefit on it, we can, like, you know, be a family. And thank you very much, guys. And okay, I think I'm gonna closing. If you guys like want to talk to the collector, yeah, feel free. He's so friendly. The doors are always open for whoever, for everybody who want to see the collector, or for the students, for the silat practitioner, for my dad's representative, for my dad's students. When you guys visit Indonesia, I promise I will bring you guys here to see the collector. You can pick up like you can choose like what the antiques do you want, so you can see like directly for the blade here. So not only the camera, you can see the live. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, and terima kasih untuk Akan. Thank you for your time. You are so friendly, and then, you know, he's not giving the requirement to see him. Yeah, okay guys. See you in the next episode. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum. Selamat siang from Indonesia. Thank you. Bye bye.